Grandma's Bag of Stories by Sudha Murthy. Today we are going to hear the story A Treasure for Ramu. Vishnu Kaka's grandchildren had come to visit him. Vishnu Kaka was a very good friend of Aja's. They had lived next door to each other for years. Unfortunately, his wife Vasanti Kaki had died a few years back. Though there was a cook, his grandchildren Sharan, Suma, and Divya always preferred to eat in Aji's house, which Aji also welcomed. With 7 hungry children to feed, Aji realized telling a story would be a good way to keep them quiet till the food got cooked. Aji started the story while peeling the cucumbers. Did you know that sometimes even gods in heaven can get into an argument? That's what happened once when Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, found herself cornered by all the other gods. Together, they accused her of one thing, that she never stayed in one place for too long. No sooner are you comfortably settled in one house, do you decide to leave it, and off you go elsewhere, they said to her. Lakshmi sniffed and said, "That's not true. I stay in a house as long as I'm welcome. If people think I had worked sincerely and spent money wisely, I stay with them forever. Unfortunately, often when I am in one place for a while, people behave strangely, and I have no choice but to leave." The other gods pooh-poohed this and refused to believe her. Poor Lakshmi decided she needed to show them proof of what she had just said. Here is what she did to show that she was correct. Remember, many human years make only a second in God years. So what took years to happen on earth, the gods could see in only a few minutes. Here comes our story. Ramu and Rani were farmers. They worked hard in their fields and earned enough money to feed their children and meet their other needs. They were not rich and sometimes had to make do with fewer new clothes and not very nice food. One day, Rani was digging a corner of her garden in order to plant a tree. As she dug deeper, there was a loud clang. Her shovel had hit something metallic hidden underground. Excited, she dug faster till she pulled out a large metal box. When she opened it, she could not believe her eyes. It was filled with gold and silver jewels. For a while, Rani stood dumbstruck. Then she did a happy whoop and ran home with the box under her arm. "Ramu, Ramu, see what I found buried in our garden," she yelled. Ramu was writing up the accounts for the month and for a while paid no attention to his wife. Only when she came up to him and did a happy jig around him did he look up. Imagine how his mouth fell open in surprise when he saw the box of jewels. Soon Ramu and Rani were the richest people in the village. They stopped going to work. After all, what was the need? They told each other. Why work in the hot sun when they had piles of money at home? They left their small cottage and moved into a bigger house in the village. They had servants who worked day and night doing every small job, so the two did not need to lift even a finger. There was a cook who cooked delicious meals, a person to serve it, another just to clean shoes, and one person to even fan Ramu as he sat on his bed the whole day and gossiped with his newfound friends. Then Ramu decided village life was too boring and they moved to the big city. There, they had another big house, more servants, and lots of fun at various parties. Slowly, they forgot the good things that had once made them a well-loved family. They forgot to work hard, to help others in their need, or to just be nice people. They thought that with money they could buy anything, including respect. They behaved rudely to others. They spent more and more money on clothes and parties, and as they did not work at all, The money started dwindling. They started borrowing from others, which they soon could not pay back. One day, Ramu looked sadly at his account book. It was now filled with the numbers that showed he only needed to pay others. There was hardly anything left for himself. In a heavy voice, he called out to his wife, "Rani dear, the good days are over. I think we forgot to be the kind of people Goddess Lakshmi likes. She has gone elsewhere, and we are left with nothing." Rani stood silently for a while, then replied, "Never mind, Ramu. We have learned our lesson. I now think of the days when I would work all day long and go to sleep a tired person and sleep soundly. I would fall into a deep slumber as soon as I lay down on the bed. Now I lie awake all night, wondering which saree to wear the next day and what to do with our money. I'm too fat to even dig like I did when I found the treasure." Rama smiled and hugged his wife. "We'll go back to our village and to our old ways. We'll work hard like we did once, and we will help everyone around us. Maybe that will make Lakshmi come back to us one day. And even if she doesn't, we will try and be happy with what we have." So Ramu and his family went back to their old home. And do you know what? They did live happily ever after. The gods watched what was happening with Ramu and Rani from the heavens as Lakshmi entered and then left their house. They had to agree with her. If the people of the house she entered became nasty, then what could she do except leave and hope they saw the error of their ways? I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye.